Hello everyone and welcome to another video in this series which is called the Master SQL using Excel. So we've covered quite some ground on writing queries using SQL. So if you go back and see, so we have covered these clauses: select, from, where, group by, and we have also seen certain nuances in the way that it can be used in different contexts. So with group by we saw how to use different aggregate functions and how to write the group by statement depending on how many dimensions are selected and things like that. In where we saw the various ways to filter more than one condition and why certain syntaxes work and certain don't, right? So we've covered all that ground. In today's video we are going to be looking at the order by. Okay, so this is going to be a short video because order by is the keyword that's going to help you sort the tables that you create. So this we will just look at a couple of variations in this, and then that should be good to then move forward to the next clauses. All right, so before we start, I'll request you to please subscribe to the channel for more data content that's coming your way. So we'll be focusing more on data analysis and data cleaning and data wrangling across various other tools, so that you can apply your skills across the tools and not hesitate to pick up a new skill or a new tool. Okay, so moving forward, let's go back to the video. And now if you look at this table that we had earlier for the video games data that we have been dealing with, we have already created something where we're looking at genre, year of release, and we're seeing the sum of North America sales and global sales. Okay, so if I remove the year of release, this table will become a little shorter, so I'll just kind of do that. Let's get this table here. Let's just get this rid of this. All right, so if you can see now, we have the numbers by the genre. Okay, so we have for action we have this many, 306 million, 635 million, and so on. Okay, so now let us sort this. We need to sort this table. So in Excel it's very simple. You have the sort options right over here. Okay, so A to Z, Z to A will correspond actually to the alphabetical order, which it is already kind of sorted by default. But we'll look at sorting by one of these columns. So let's say I want to sort it by total of global sales. Okay, so I'll just come here, go to more sort options, and then you can see it has the choice. You can manually drag to rearrange ascending, descending. So I'm going to go for descending because I want to see by top descending order of global sales. So if I come here, I'll choose the column global sales, and now you can see that it is sorted in the descending order of the global sales. Okay, so that is irrespective of how the sales are here. It's not exactly in the descending order over here, but it is definitely in the descending order in global sales as we have specified it that way. Okay, so if you see, we have action, shooter, platform, sports, role playing. These are the top 5 genres in terms of total global sales. Okay, so in this way you can sort the data, and usually this comes handy when you have to say give me the top 10 or top 5 things, right? Supposing you have 10, so we're not using in this case we'll not be looking at the limit or the top clause where we can limit the number of rows we want to see. But even to get that, even if you have to get the top 5, top 10, top 20, or bottom 10, you have to first sort the table that you create. Okay, and in almost all cases it will be like, okay, you'll have to create the you'll have to write the query to filter the table, group it by certain dimensions, and then you sort it out, right? So it is mostly going to be coming in combination in that sense. All right, so which is why it becomes imperative to understand how we do this and how this can be presented. You can also sort this by more than one column as well. Okay, so let's say if it is descending by global sales, I can say ascending by genre. Okay, so now what happens is this takes precedence over this one. Okay, so you see this is in the ascending order of alphabetical order rather, and you can see that this order has disrupted. Okay, so if you can come here, okay, so that's what happened. This overrides this one, so you can only put one at a time. Okay, if you go to more options, let's see what we have here. Okay, no, this is not specific to that, but a little more in detail, so we'll not go there. All right, but in many cases what would also happen is you might want to sort by more than one column. Okay, you might want to say, okay, sort by descending order of global sales and maybe ascending order of something else. Okay, in most cases it will be a little tricky because it works only in certain cases that both conditions get sorted properly, but that is something we will try to do so that we can demonstrate its usage. Okay, so pretty straightforward here when it comes to sorting the data. Now let's go to the SQL window to see how we can do this. All right, so we have our data set right over here. Okay, and what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to use the statement without any group by. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let's say I want to okay, I want to see the name of the game and I want to sort it by the year of release. Okay, so I'm going to say select name, year of release. Okay, so these are the two columns that I need from. Just going to tab this. Okay, so I've just selected this much. If I just run this simple thing, I get this. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say order by year of release. That's it. You just have to write order by and then you specify the column that you want it to be sorted by. Now if I execute this, you can see that there are some null values, right? Some of these are null values. Okay, and after that it's all the years. Okay, so let's do like this. Let's remove these null values. Okay, so we have select name from DBO, this one, order by year of release. Okay, so in the order, if you actually come to the clause order here, select from where, group by, order by. So order by comes after where, after select, after where, after group by. Okay, after select is by default, definitely everything comes after the select. Okay, but it comes after these. Okay, so when you write them, when you write order by, writing any of these is not mandatory. Okay, so you can just select the columns and then sort it by whichever column you want to sort it by. So that's simple sorting. Okay, you're not you're creating a new table in that as well, where you're not aggregating anything or whatever, or maybe you're not filtering anything. Like in this case, we are not filtering anything. We have just taken the name, year of release, and we want to order it by the year of release. So this is actually in the descending order of the years. Okay, but we have a few null values here. So let's use the filter and remove that. So we can say where year of release is not null. Okay, this is the easiest way to remove null values from a given table. Now if I run this, oh, I didn't select the S, my bad. Oh, okay, so here we go. So we've removed the first 6-7 rows which had null, and now you can see all the games are sorted by the ascending order of the year, right, from the oldest to the newest. So this is from 1980 and it goes down all the way till 2016, right? And you have some of these games over here, right? Okay, there are some duplicates also I see over here. So when you do these kind of things, it could be different editions, so we don't know, we don't have the context because we just taken the name and year of release. Okay, so yeah, so you can see these names of games are there and everything. Okay, so we have select from where, order by year of release. Okay, if I want, I can remove those duplicates and say select distinct. So this is the keyword distinct that we saw in the group by video. So if you haven't seen that, so in short, I would like to say distinct is the way to say that I only want unique values to be there in the output table. Okay, so now when I do this, you can see that the duplicates will vanish. Okay, so FIFA 17, there's only one value, right? We don't see the FIFA 17 and all that stuff. Okay, so that's a simple table that we have created over here. Okay, if you add another column, if you just add name itself, what happens? Let's see. So we say order by year of release comma name, right? So now when I do that, you can see that this has not gone away because this gets the first preference. Year of release is having the first preference, so everything is definitely sorted by year of release. Okay, and then whatever, and within that, actually within the year of release, we are seeing the sorting of um, the games. Okay, so for example, let us see something with a lot of years. Okay, let's look at this one, 1989. So there are 4 values here. So Dr. Mario D, then S, then T, and then T. Right? If I remove this, let's see the difference in the output. Okay, so if I remove this, okay, it's there, it's very much there because it is sorting it by default. So whenever you see the any table that you add, always definitely gets sorted by name. But because we have ordered this by year of release, and that too it's in the ascending order by default, okay, so it gets sorted in this way. But you can definitely do this if you have any other columns in that as well. Okay, like for example, if I want to add genre over here, okay, so I'm just going to write that and try this. Alright, okay, so you can see that, because see, in some cases there's only shooter, only platform. Let's go for somewhere where there are more this one, let's see, 98. Okay, so there's a lot of action, so action, 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 then adventure, then fighting, then miscellaneous, right? So you can see that if we are sorting it by year of release and by genre. So genre is going in the alphabetical order, year of release and genre. Okay, so it's A, year, then fighting F, M, miscellaneous, platform, P, then racing R, role playing, shooter, strategy, right? So it's all in the alphabetical order until this, and then we again go back to then the next year and then the following games. All right, instead of genre, if you put name, then it gets sorted by the name. Okay, then what you will see is, you will see that this gets the preference more than this. So this may or may not be sorted in the alphabetical order, but this definitely gets sorted because you have specified it by year and by name. Alright, so very simply, this is how order by works, and you can specify more than one column. Okay, now we'll take a query and we will do an aggregation. Okay, so let's try to do what we did in the Excel file itself. So I'll just copy this, and we had what did we have in the Excel file? Let's see. So we had genre and sum of sales. Okay, so let's add some more to that. So just going to remove this, select genre, sum of global sales from this. Okay, where year of release is not null. Let's just use this filter anyway because I don't have anything else to filter on. And then we use the group by genre. So first let's get this. Alright, and we're getting the same numbers there. Okay, we're getting action, adventure, fighting. We're getting the same numbers. Okay, and now what I want to do is, I want to sort this data by the descending order of global sales. I'm just going to first alias this column. So how do we alias? We first write the column and then we write as total global and sales. You can give it any name, but in this case global sales and total global sales makes a lot of sense, so I'm just going to go with that. Okay, and now to order this, so we have select from where group by, and I'm just going to write order by. In this case, because it's an aggregate function and I've aliased it over here, so do not add this as order by total global sales. It has to still be written as order by sum of global sales. Okay, let's remove this. Yeah, it still has to be written in this fashion. Okay, so now when I do this, you can see now that it's sorted, but it is sorted in the ascending order. Okay, so if you are doing an order by just by as is, it's going to be in ascending order. Okay, so we have the keyword ASC, which specifies that you want to order it in the ascending order. Okay, so if you're doing more than one column, like in this case, if you're doing more than one column and you want something to be specified in the ascending order explicitly, and that is when you can add this. But otherwise, even if you don't add this, it's going to work just fine. Okay, but we want to see the top global sales in the descending order. So to get that, we use the other keyword, which is DESC, the first four letters of the word descending. So it's order by sum of global sales, DESC. Okay, so now when I select this, you can see it is now sorted in the descending order. Okay, so this way you can understand how you can sort a given data, and how you can use more than one columns, and how you can do it in the ascending and descending order specifically. Okay, so now even to get see the top five, the top five game genres in terms of total global sales, you still need to create this table and sort it in the descending order, and that is done using the order by clause. Okay, let me just get to the old table first, and let me see if we can try something else in the same vein. So I have genre, sum of global sales, where year of release is not null, group by genre, order by total game sales, DESC. Let us mm, let's add publisher as well. Okay, just to see if we can try something different. Genre, publisher, as I'm going to add genre publisher both in the select and group by. Okay, so now what it is giving us is giving us a total game sales of genre and platform. Okay, so that will be for platform Nintendo 349, shooter Activision this, and so on. But if you see, it's a little haphazard, right? Because there are genres and then there is other things as well. So can we not sort this, or can we not all group this by a certain name? Like I want all Nintendos together, EA together, and stuff like that. Okay, so to do that, we need to first set the precedence, the order in which we are setting. So there is an order of specification inside an order by. Okay, so because we have put order by sum of global sales DSC, so it gets ordered first by the global sales and then by other columns, whatever. Okay, in fact, it's not getting ordered, it's only going by what the ordering this is given over here. So to bring the publishers together, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first put publisher. So order by publisher, and then sum of global sales DESC. Now what happens if we write it this way? Now you can see publishers all come together, right? See, all the publishers are come together in the alphabetical order. Okay, and then inside that we have sorted the sum of global sales DESC. Okay, so if you look at Activision over here, Activision shooter is at 229 million, action at 26, miscellaneous 23, sports 21, role play 18 and strategy 9. There's also platform, which is 4.5 million. Right, so within the given set of publishers, now everything is getting sorted in the descending order. Remember, in the previous instance, it was global sales DSC just in the overall sense. Okay, in saying, okay, which publisher at which genre has the highest total global sales. Whereas in this table, what we are seeing, for every publisher, okay, which is the highest genre. Okay, so actually we should reverse this to make this, to put a little more sense into this table. We need to reverse the order of the column. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put publisher and genre, and I'm going to add the same thing here. There you go. Now this makes sense. Okay, so we are looking at Activision. So we see that the shooter genre is the highest in terms of global sales. Okay, if you go to Atari, it's puzzle. If you go to Disney Interactive Studios, it's adventure. Electronic Arts is sports, then shooter, then racing, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the column that you put first in the order by gets a lot of precedence in how the data needs to be sorted. Okay, so even if you put it like this, right now, so you understood the difference between adding global sales first and adding a global sales after this one. So we are sorting sum of global sales in the descending order within the publisher itself. Okay, this is actually within the publisher. The genre comes here. So basically we are saying for Atari, the highest global sales is 10.75, and that comes under the puzzle genre. Okay, same way the second highest is 8.5, which is under fighting, 7.91, which is under action, and so on and so forth. All right, so this is how you could use multiple more than one columns in the order by. So usually it works well with just two columns in most cases, but that depends on how you want to sort the data and how you want to get your result. So it can be very contextual that way. So which is why I did this table to show you the difference between ordering by total global sales in the descending order for all the publishers or genres versus doing it for a specific publisher, so that you know, okay, for these publishers I have this. Okay, so if you want to see for any specific ones, or if you want to put an output for specific one, you can easily put that as a filter. You can put an and then write these as a filter as well. Alright, so I hope this video was helpful. I hope you can use it. Please do like this video. Please do comment and tell me whether how did you find this video, how did you find the series so far, and what would you like me to make videos on. Okay, and please do subscribe to the channel. That will be highly motivating for me to make more videos around these topics, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.